People with sociopath friends, why are you friends with them? My freshman year roommate, the first thing he said to me was, I don't feel guilt, just so you know. I laughed, he didn't. Found out later it wasn't a joke. He had charts, literal charts of how people react in certain situations. Not to manipulate, just to understand.
This guy likes information. Makes sense.
When someone cried, he'd take mental notes. When someone laughed, he'd log the joke. People avoided him, called him creepy, robotic, but he never forgot my name, never ignored me, and never once pretended to be someone he wasn't. When my dad died sophomore year, he didn't say sorry. He walked into my room, placed a grocery bag on my desk, and said, your blood sugar will crash if you keep skipping meals. Then he handed me a schedule: food, sleep, class, printed, color-coded. His girlfriend broke up with him junior year. He missed her birthday, Valentine's Day, and their anniversary. Not because he didn't care, but the dates didn't matter to him. Next day, he showed me a calendar he built himself, reminders, alerts, backup alerts. I've optimized for emotional expectations, he said. Last year, they got married, had a baby at 3 a.m. He called me and said, I feel something in my chest. It might have been love or a heart attack. I'm still processing. Don't I fucking feel that one? It's like I don't know what this is, but it's something.
I feel that though. Sometimes I feel like I have to organize my life around like getting up, doing medications, having food at certain times. Otherwise, I just won't do it and will forget about it. And it's not because I can't do those sort of things. It's just honestly, sometimes I just forget. And if I don't have alarms on, I will forget.
Some people think sociopaths are monsters, but mine, he studies kindness like it's a science and he practices it better than anyone I've ever met. He doesn't feel things the way we do, but he chooses to do the right thing anyway. And honestly, that's more than most people ever do.
He works harder just to have the same level or go above and beyond other people. And it just sounds very hard and tiring, but he values it and puts the work in, which is even better
that's
than...
the point. That's the entirety of the point.
You know that this friend is a true friend, this person, because they put so much effort. Even though they may not feel those things, they understand why it can be important and they put in that effort. And honestly, that's a better friend than you can ask for.
Yeah, pretty much the harder something comes to somebody, the greater you should be appreciating their ability to do it. Like, I spent 45 minutes in the bathroom helping my son get the plug pulled out because I will not raise a YouTube generation kid that cannot develop the capacity to problem solve and be resourceful. So it's like, we're going to be in here as long as it takes for you to try as many different things as it takes to get that plug pulled out. And
experiments.
And yeah, just the joy of that shared effort when he finally managed to get the plug out was amazing.
And
it made it hit so much harder. So when it comes to the people who are struggling to do things, whether it's getting a plug pulled out or feel an emotion, or then if they do manage to show it, you can't do the whole, well, that's the basic expectation.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to give
oh
you
my
a cookie
goodness,
for that.
they just left their room. Oh my goodness. Because if you make a big deal about that sort of stuff, they're less likely to do it in the future.
You can't assume that everyone's baseline is the same.
Nope.
So if someone struggles to get a plug out, then when they manage to, it's a big deal. When someone does struggle to experience emotions in the same way and therefore behavior isn't meeting expectations, when they do finally figure it out because it's something they've been wanting to do for others, it is a big deal. You can't just brush it off and be like, well, that's just basic bitch expectation. It's not the same thing. This is not men washing their ass. These are people whose baselines are literally different. And therefore, when people achieve things that their circumstances have made difficult, they should be applauded for that.
Yeah. And you don't know everything a person is going through. Everyone does not have the same life as you or the life experiences. They could be going through so much more. And it's not just a point of, oh, you just have to do better. You have to try harder. They're probably already trying harder than most people will ever do, just because they have a different life experience and different skill sets. And just because they can't do something little like...
Something you consider little.
Yes, something you consider little, like doing some dishes or getting up out of bed, does not mean that they are any less of a person or they can't do stuff, because they could be amazing at something else, and they usually are.
Yeah, it's like the people who are like, well, I raised 4 kids by myself and my house was always clean. It's like, cool, Becky, you don't have chronic pain and fatigue.
Nope.
So the effort it takes for you to wrap all of those kids up and get them in the fucking car to go get Christmas photos, it can take that much amount of effort for me to get out of bed.
Yep.
So let's not compare here and just appreciate that for the most part, unless they're an entitled cunt, everyone is doing the best they can.
It's like, good job, your brain functions better than mine. Sometimes people's brains, like my brain, can literally hold me back. And it's only because of a mixture of various different things and coping mechanisms that I can get through everyday life.
We are several coping mechanisms wrapped in a trench coat.
Yes.
But I also disagree with the cognition, like your brain functions better than mine, because if anything, our brains are working significantly harder.
That is true. I do take that comment back.
Yeah. What we're saying is your brain listens to you, whereas we have
conversations in your brain to convince yourself to do the thing.
We've got to have staff meetings and debates in order for a decision to be made as to what signals are even going to be sent to the body, and even then the body just might not listen.
Yep.